All right, guys. So today I'm going to be showing you how to build a membership site. So I'm extremely excited to show you this because this is one of the things that everyone's been asking about. You know, can we create a membership site? So I've already created videos on how to create your opt-in funnel, your webinar funnel, how to take payment. And now after someone's made payment, once you've sold them something, where to next? So the next thing you want to give them access to is your membership site one. So now what we do to create a membership is actually quite easy. So get yourself into this page. So to get to that page, you always go to the bottom and click on the three dots. It's not here, not the three dots, but the let's see here. If I get out of this, all right. So see, always if you want to start from the beginning, look for these 9 dots, click onto there, bring up this menu on the left. This time we are going to click on Groove Member. So that is where we create a membership site. Now, before taking you through how to create one, I'm going to show you mine first. So this is my membership site. So I've created a membership site, as you can see here. Get the URL login, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right, guys, so I am in my membership right now, and this is what I've built so far. So for those of you who have an exclusive invite into there, this is what you'll get. And as you can see here, you can lock certain areas as well, as you can see here. And it's quite easy to do. So you can set, you know, like a bronze, silver, and platinum membership, for example. And in this case here, domain URL, I can't get that one because I guess I've set some security. And basically what it looks like is if I click on to introduction, this is what it looks like, right? A welcome video. And the way it works is it's pretty much built like you would a Groove page. So if you built a funnel already, building a membership site is a whole lot easier. Now, so the way I've done it, I've got step 1, step 2, step 3, choose my funnel. And if I click onto that, funnels introduction, right there, a placeholder. I could go with a video with payment with Stripe. So that's how I've set it up. So you could do something similar, step 1, step 2, step 3, or you could be part of framework 1, framework 2, up to you, and there could be a something, okay? So let's get started on how to build one. All right, so I've just shown you my membership site. So now we're gonna build one together. So to get started, go back into Groove Member, and what we're gonna do is click Content. Then we're going to do membership. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go new membership. Okay. So when you click on new membership, it's going to bring up this page. And what is the name of membership? So it could be coaching. So in this case, let's just go Davina Coaching, subdomain Davina Coaching. Okay. Create membership. All right. Sales page, look, I'm going to come back to here, but notice how it says you have to have http:// that way. So I'm going to come back to this sales page because I don't want to switch screens, but you need to find out what your sales page is. The page that you've created that takes payment, you will need to copy and paste into there. And it has to come from the form of http:// your domain salespage.com. Okay. So I'm going to leave it as that. And then what you're going to do is save and next. And you just follow the steps at the top, right? Then instructor. So you could leave as no instructor or you could choose an instructor. So in this case, I already have an instructor. So I've created one for Unstuck, which is Coco and Davina, right? Now, if you want to create your own, this is what happens. You'll ask for an instructor name and so on, and you can choose. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it as let's go with me, okay? Davina Daily. You can customize as well, like the logo as well as the featured image and whether you want a progress bar. So as you can see in mine, there is a progress bar here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that progress bar here. Save and next. Okay. And I'm going to start building. This is where you build the layout. So you could pretty much, it's almost like building Groove pages, but inside the membership. So I'm going to open this builder here. Okay, and what happens is when you open the builder, it looks like this, right? Now to edit this, you would need to press on outline and it looks like this, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to rename home. We're going to click on this, click on that, rename, and I'm going to call it membership outline, rename. Okay, and that is what's going to show up here, right there, right? And then the next thing I want to do is I might go introduction, right? So it's a good way to start is to go introduction, introduction, add category, and that was look like. See, membership outline is what you've put as the heading. Then I go, the next thing is the introduction. So similar with how I've done it. Look, I've got course outline, introduction, but instead I've got welcome. So let me build this funnel, showing you how I build our funnel. So I'm going to change this to welcome and then an introduction. Okay. So right now you can see membership outline in here, and I want to show this introduction as welcome. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to go back, rename, insert introduction. I'm going to go welcome, rename, and then the subcategory is going to be introduction, right? So membership outline or course outline, and I'm going to show it to welcome and introduction. Okay. I'm going to rename this and call it introduction. Right, so it's showing you live as you go what it looks like. Okay, and the next thing I want to do is I could copy and paste this whole entire thing so that I don't have to keep adding. So I could add, let's just say I want to add a category. So I might go step 1. And what did I put step 1 as? I want step 1, choose your funnel. Okay, add category. So it's starting to take shape. And what's next? Next, I'm going to go funnel introduction and opt-in and webinar. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to rename this and I'm going to call it choose your funnel. What I said? Funnels introduction. Whoops. Rename. Nope, not that one. Rename. Okay. Now, instead of adding another category, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this so that you can see where I'm at. 1.1. Oh. 1. Okay. And I'm going to clone. And I'm going to rename this to 1.2. And I'm going to call it opt-in funnel. And then I'm going to rename the next one and call it, 1.3 webinar funnel. Okay, so look, I'm not going to build the rest of it, but what I want to do is to show you how I create step 2. So there's step 2. Okay, step 2 and step 3. So I'm going to do step 2, but not step 3. Step 3 is just going to be the same thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up to step 1 here. You can call it the parent. I'm going to go clone, and it's going to clone the whole entire of step 1. And all I have to do is rename, go back in here and go step 2. And what was step 2? Step 2 was my domain URL. So step 2, my domain URL, rename, and then what's the next one? Getting my URL and link your own domain. 2.1, getting URL. Step 2, 2.1, get my own domain. Okay, now let's just say you don't want this one. All I have to do is right click, delete, and that's it, right? And as you can see here, it's starting to take shape, right? Now, what I'll generally do is this, right? What I do is I go to step 1, go into this one. This is the page, right? And you start build it out. So funnel introduction. What you can do is, instead of doing it here, I'm going to do introduction, because introduction is what it looks like right now. So as you can see, if I go to introduction, it's got text at the top and it's got a video. So you can do this exactly the same way as step 1, step 2, and so on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text. I'm going to drag it in here. And then I want to have a YouTube video. Drag it in here. So it could be like that. Or I could be in the same box. So what you can also do, if you don't want a gap, you can drag it right underneath like that as well. So depends on what you want to do. See how you can really customize it. So let's just say I don't want it to be here. So I'm going to delete this one. I want it to be totally separate. And then I go introduction is here. Let me copy this whole thing. Oopsie. Paste. Okay, there we are. And then I'm going to then put in a YouTube video link right in there if I want to. And, or you could embed, if you have a Groove funnel video, you can also use the embed function as well. And you can change it either Vimeo or code embed. So code embed if you actually have a Groove video, which is another video where I showed you how to use Groove to upload and keep your videos there. So you can see here it's starting to take shape, right? This is your introduction. It's got some text and it's got Groove here, okay? Then what you want to do is, if you want to then do the next one, funnel introduction, okay? Let's go to funnel introduction. Whoops, got to go back to course outline. Go to funnel introduction. And let's just say you don't want any text. You just want to go straight into the video. Then you could go and drag a YouTube video in here. And again, you just go straight and just put a video in there, right? Okay. Now let's just say you have designed your page, your funnel here, where you have a lot of words and then you have a video and then you had like a download link like this. So you can have a downloadable link like so. Like this. Nope. Download link checkbox. Let's download box. There we are. So let's just say you have some downloads, you know, some PowerPoint, link 1, link 2, link 3. Let's just say all of your lessons have that, right? But you don't want to keep rebuilding it every single time you have a new section. So what you can do is, you can, once you're happy with that layout, you, again, same concept, you could clone this and clone it for all the lessons below, and you just have to rename it. And then you just go in and change the links and change the video, and that's it. So it's really quite easy, it's step by step. So let me just save this down. This step takes a little bit longer because you are building it out. So I'm done with that. So I'm going to exit. And once that's Venus coaching. Okay. Okay, we're going to go back. Exit. All right, so we're back. Then we go save and next. We've done some design. So we're going to go instructor. Go with that. Then I'm going to go save and next. We've already built some stuff, so save and next. Now this is where, do you want to enable comments? I generally don't want to, so it's all off. If you want to, you can turn it on. Save and next. Access level. So this is the exciting part, right? So you can see in my membership, there's some areas that's locked. So obviously, there's a certain levels that you can give to people for access. Okay. So for this case, I'm not going to go into that. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is just add, and then you can actually name it what you want to do. You could be bronze. Okay. Save. And then you could add another level. Gold. and platinum and so on. So you get the idea, right? So you can keep creating levels. And what you do is you can say, all right, I'm going to give access to the bronze level for introduction. I'm going to give them step 1 to give them a tease. And then step 2, I'll give them how to link your domain and so on, right? And you get people to upgrade all. You can give them access to all of them. All right. So that's how it works. So I'm going to leave that there. You can play around with it, save it next. And then welcome email. You can send a default welcome address, which to your members with your access credentials, or you don't send one. So for me, I'll just don't send one and I'll control it from my end. What I want to do, save it next. And that's it. And then what you do is you copy this link and you send it to them. So bronze will get a certain login and then gold will get a certain logins. Okay. So once you give them that login, that's when they sign up. Now, the thing is you can sign up on their behalf and they'll get access and you can actually check who's got access to it once they log in. All right, guys. So just so you know, as a note, remember that for you to send to your customers in order to register, they need to get this. See how it says your sign up URL. So you need to get this copy and then you need to paste here. Okay. It's a little bit different to login URL where you will get it from here. So if I go save and exit, now this is a login URL, not a sign up URL. So what you need to get is the actual sign up right here. Okay. So I'm going to sign up now. All right. I'm in. So I have just created a new account into this newly created membership. And this is what it looks like. It's gone straight in. As you can see here, I don't have access to the getting URL because remember how I set some securities in here. So I have just grabbed the bronze. Remember how when we've gone to the last part, I'm going to show you here. Let's go to edit. Unfortunately, you have to keep pressing save and next until you get to the very end to get the links. Okay, so when you get to finished, you see how there is the bronze, does not have access to the introduction and all these levels. And because of that, when I got to here, I actually sent myself to the bronze one. Now, if you send someone to the gold sign up page, they will have access to everything. As you can see here, I have no access to domain URL and the rest of them. Okay. So make sure that if you don't want people to have access to the next level, make sure that you are giving them the right login page. Otherwise they'll have access to it. So the way it works is make sure you choose the right link to give people the access to log in. Okay. And after that, once they have created an account and they said, oh, where's the login page? I can't remember. All you need to do is go into here, get login details, and then they should be able to log in. All right. So that's it, really. Hope you find it useful. And I'll chat to you soon. Bye.